got to experience that with Jerry. Jerry was my AA sponsor for about a year, and I'm just so grateful that he had given so much to our community and the communities that he served over decades and decades of work that he did. An absolutely spirited man and wonderful friend, wonderful mentor. And we're going to hear a few words from our other buddy, Ed Storti, is going to actually give the eulogy that he wrote for Jerry's funeral, which was in Palm Springs and also in Los Angeles. So we're going to invite Ed Storti up right now to do that. Come on up, Ed.
Dedicated to Jerry McDonald, to his beloved wife Anne, his daughter Laura, his grandsons, his nieces and nephews, and to all of you here today who loved Jerry for so many decades. Jerry was my mentor and sponsor for 47 years, and the impact he had on my life and on countless others is something I will never forget, ever. Jerry, affectionately known as G, was a friend to all and a mentor to many. His career spanned decades, during which he became an ambassador of gratitude, kindness, love, compassion, and generosity. If you didn't know Jerry, you likely met him in a restaurant, a 12-step meeting, maybe asking for directions, or even in an elevator. And folks, trust me, an elevator ride with Jerry was always unforgettable. It was an unforgettable trip. We'd be on the 10th floor, we go down to the 9th, 2 people board, and Jerry would go, "Hello, my name is Jerry, with the J. If you forget my name, it's right on my cap." And I'm thinking, Jerry, you don't know. And he says, "No, this is my friend Eddie." We go down to the 7th floor. 3 people come aboard. "This is my friend Eddie. My name is Jerry." And I'm telling you, Jerry would have people to the point that when you get to the lobby, they were shaking his hand, saying, "Have a great day." And Jerry just would win them over. Jerry could connect like that. He just had that self-confidence and that joy within him that he wanted to share it with other people. Jerry was born and raised in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He was the son of Joseph and Alberta McDonald and the youngest brother of Robert, lovingly called Tank. So Tank was a big guy, and Jerry was small. And Jerry's remarkable attention to detail was apparent from the start. When I once asked him where he was born, he didn't just say Pittsburgh. Instead, he shared the doctor's name, the doctor's address, the exact time of his birth, the temperature that day, as well as the baseball game being played at Forbes Field. And I think, how can he do that? Have that capability to remember. This incredible memory and thoughtfulness stayed with him throughout his life. Jerry had a natural gift for connection. When introducing people, he was a master, ensuring every introduction was meaningful and dignified. And when Jerry took the stage at the lectern, his infectious personality, his wit, his wisdom would captivate the audience effortlessly. True to form, he would end his talks by saying, "How did I do? I'm very sensitive, you know, and I really appreciate if I get a round of applause." So those that you know Jerry knew that that's what he would do. He lived a life full of purpose and passion. At just 12 years of age, Jerry started working at Old Forbes Field, selling peanuts and pillows to baseball fans. And I said, "Jerry, why peanuts and pillows?" He said, "That's all I could carry. I was too small." So by age 14, he was a pin setter at Joe Lebarski's bowling alley. Though he lost his 2 front teeth to a straight pin that weighed 3.5 pounds, he proudly shared how he could pick up 3 pins at once with one hand, a skill that earned him status among his peers. He attended Swissvale High School, where he excelled as an athlete, lettering in football and baseball for 4 years. Coach?
All right.
His crowning moment came in his senior year when he pitched a no-hitter to win the 1954 championship game for his high school. Drafted in the United States Army, Jerry served in special services for 2 years. Apparently, after boot camp, the Army quickly recognized his athletic talents, and he represented the United States Army in volleyball and baseball competition. He traveled internationally. His love for volleyball led to international acclaim, including invitations by the United States Department of Defense to conduct volleyball clinics for armed services in Europe and Alaska between 1980 and 1984. He was the first American selected to officiate the World Championships in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. In 2004, he was inducted into the YMCA Volleyball Hall of Fame. Reflecting on his 25-year career as a player, coach, official, and administrator, Jerry humbly said, "I was gifted by God to experience this wonderful journey." After his military service, Jerry attended Youngstown State University, earning his degree before beginning his career with the YMCA in 1957 as the Director of Physical Education in Youngstown. His talents and leadership soon brought him to the YMCAs of North Hollywood and San Pedro, where he served as their executive director. Jerry's leadership style was marked by warmth, humor, and a remarkable business acumen. He had a charm and finesse that endeared him to everyone he worked with. Jerry was disciplined in conversation. He would listen, he would pause, and then respond. He wouldn't jump to a conclusion. As a legendary coach John Wooden once said, "I will get myself ready, and then perhaps my time will come." For Jerry, his time came in February of 1977 when he put down his last drink in Garmisch, Germany, beginning a 48-year journey of sobriety. When Jerry would talk about his drinking days in Pennsylvania and North Hollywood, he would laugh, reminiscing about the bars he frequented. Some of their names were the Foxfire Room, the Players Lounge, and the Coach. Notably, all of them had back parking lots. And I said, "Jerry, who cares about a parking lot in the back?" He said, "Eddie, you don't park your car in front of a bar every night." He says, "You don't want people to see you like that." But the other would be is, "I want to be a regular," and all regulars come in through the back door. Because the bartender then notices you, and he would say, "Gee, the regular?" And Jerry would say, "Set him up." "Oh," he said, "Eddie, I paid a lot of money to be recognized." Oh, yeah. Also, he could even name the bartenders: Rusty, Lefty, and Chi-Chi. And he said Chi-Chi served a good drink, and I tipped good, a quarter a drink. I tipped good. So Jerry's recovery became the cornerstone of his life's work. In the early years, he worked at San Pedro and Peninsula Hospital, where I met Jerry, and South Bay Hospital in Redondo Beach, collaborating with Dr. Judy Hollis and Dr. William Rader in pioneering an eating disorder program. He described his first 10 years as a Camelot experience. Jerry was sought out by many organizations. His career in addiction treatment flourished with leadership roles at Daniel Freeman Hospital, Marina Mercy Hospital, the Rader Institute, Hope Memorial Hospital, West Center in Arizona, Monterey Community Hospital, the Clint Eastwood Youth Program in Monterey, and the Betty Ford Center. He devoted decades to helping others achieve sobriety, later contributing to Newfound Life in Long Beach, California, and the Beacon House in Pacific Grove, California. Jerry received many awards for his contributions, mentioning just a few: the Dr. Joe Galletta Spirit of Recovery Award, which he was so proud of, loving the Galletta family, and the Promises Foundation's Lifetime Achievement Award, and the Sierra Tucson's Pillar of the Community Award, and many others. Jerry's greatest achievements, however, was witnessing others achieve sobriety, discovering their spiritual selves, and embracing lives of peace and purpose. Jerry with a J, you will never be forgotten. You taught us the power of living with gratitude, the aristocrat of all the emotions. Your spiritual guidance was always number one, reminding so many the quote from Dr. Wayne Dyer: you can either be a host to your God or a hostage to your ego. If there's a beautiful elevator in heaven, Jerry, perhaps you'll meet President Jimmy Carter, who passed on the same day. The two of you share the same remarkable qualities of courage, loyalty, kindness, compassion, humility, and service to others. I'm sure you'll enjoy each other's company. Thank you all.